This is CG Ruthless Sports. I will be brutally honest. Ain't nothing but being brutally honest. Coming at you with another video. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sirskeezy from Real Talk Niner Talk. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? What's going on with you?
Not much, man. How's it going, dude?
Oh, chilling, man. Chilling. I'm off today, so got time to
sure.
talk Niner ball with you.
For sure, man. So what was your recap of this preseason game so far that you got excited about?
Man, I think we did pretty good, man. Trey Lance came out, did what he was supposed to do. Walmack, another guy that I was very pleased with, man. He made a huge impact in the preseason game, man. I think with the release of the Nard, I think Walmack got that spot sold up. So, but other than that, man, yeah, I mean, Kyle just calling out vanilla plays. We're not showing anything in preseason. All the good stuff is coming week one. So I think everybody did good. Nate Suffield did good as well. Ray McLeod did excellent. I mean, we can see that he's going to be a good piece for this offense coming up this season for week one. So I'm excited, man. Everybody played well, man.
Yeah, Ray McLeod does look good as advertising, but that ball security needs to work, man. He needs to work on holding on to that ball. Yeah,
man. Yeah, I heard he had some issues. I heard he had some issues in Pittsburgh with fumbling the football. So if you do that over here, Kyle gonna put you in the doghouse. So he better get with it.
Yeah, you better get with it, man. So how did you feel about the moment that they just named Trey the starter, man? I know you were against the Jimmy G, and you were just waiting to move on, man. I knew you had something to be looking forward to after that. Did you throw a champagne when Jimmy was not the starter no more?
Oh, when Kyle named Trey the starter, man, I definitely popped some bottles, man. I was at the crib. I was off that day when it happened, so I had popped me a bottle of champagne, man. I was drinking all day long because I was so excited, man. Because it's time for a change, man. I mean, look, man, the guy Jimmy Garoppolo being for 5 years, man, only played one full season, and every time we went into the playoffs, whenever the game was on the line, he never came through. So Kyle realized it's time for a change, man. We need to find another quarterback. So he did in Trey. The way I see it, I think Trey's gonna come in and be a little bit better than Jimmy. Because that's all we're asking right now at this point. That's all we're asking. We're not asking Trey Lance to come out, this first season and be a Patrick Mahomes or be a Lamar Jackson or, being a Josh Allen. All we want him to do is just be better than Jimmy. If Trey Lance can go out there and correct the mistakes that Jimmy made since he's been here, then we'll be fine, man. We won't miss a beat and probably have a Super Bowl appearance. But that's not written in stone. We gotta go, one game at a time. So starting with week one, we're gonna see.
Yeah, we shall see. Oh, here's an interesting question. Since we had this safety before, Jaquiski Tartt, I guess this Eagles fan saying, what kind of player is Tartt, honestly? Really good tackler, like in the box safety. Like he's not flashy, but he gets the job done. He's not that bad of a pickup for you guys.
No, he's not. He's not. He's a great football player. I guess you could say he's underrated. But I mean, my opinion, I think he is underrated. I think a lot of teams should have looked at him once he hit free agency because, like you said, he's a great box safety. He's good against the run. The only thing about Tartt is he just don't have a real knack for the football. He's not around the football a lot. That's probably the only thing that Kyle and John didn't see that in Tartt. They probably want to move on from that because Kyle and John want some safeties out there that can be around the football, who can flip the field more, when it comes to the defense. And Tartt, even though Tartt was a great box safety, very good against the run, he just wasn't flipping the field as much with turnovers like Jimmy Ward was. So, they just feel like they had to move on. But, he's a good pickup for the Eagles, man. I mean, if you need somebody to stop the run and stack that box and make plays, Tarsh your guy.
Yeah, for sure. He's a pretty solid pickup and a cheaper deal for them. So speaking of safety, like Tolano Hufanga's coming in pretty slowly. Like I think he's exactly what we're looking for, even though people question his speed a little bit. But I feel like he makes up for it with his game speed and football intelligence.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Funga is he's coming along pretty well too. Now he's another guy that's good in the box. I mean, you can use him to stop the run as well. He has great angle skills when it comes to making tackles and stuff, and he'll lay the wood on you. We'll see how he comes when it comes to coverage. I think he's going to get better in coverage, and we're going to need him this season anyway. So from now all the way to week 1, we're just hoping that some improvements are being made for Funga. When it comes to coverage, because we don't really, we're not that team that gets beat deep a lot. We really don't give up deep big shot plays. So we're hoping that Funga comes in and fill that role, and I'm pretty sure me, you, and the fan base is confident about that.
Yeah, he's got the ability. He's got trained by Troy Polamalu, so he should be able to catch on very transitionally smoothly with that position. Speaking of Jimmy Ward, I guess he's ruled out for a while. So I guess when we're looking at depth chart wise, I think like Tarvarius Moore can be a solid depth piece. I mean, we'll see how he does. He's coming off an injury, but I'm hoping he can step up and do pretty well.
I hope so too. We saw the preseason game. He got burnt on that touchdown play in preseason. But I mean, he just getting back from an Achilles tear, so he needs some time. But I mean, like I say, we just gotta hope, when it comes week 1, if he is gonna come in for Jimmy Ward. If Jimmy Ward doesn't play, which I highly doubt he will, hopefully, he'll be ready to go and go out there to make plays for this team.
For sure. Like to give a shout out to the entire faithful. Roberto Hasty, what's up? SF Niner Sports Nation, what's up? Fernando Channel, what's up, man? And my boy Corey Davis, what is up? And Brian Cope, another supporter. But yeah, dude, I think as far as the injuries, like I think it's not that big of a deal like the previous seasons, because we've been decimated with so many injuries, and it's like, okay, maybe we lost some 2 key players, but they were mostly backups if I'm being realistic, and some of them are not even missing a lot of time; they're just missing very little time. If you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, but I think this Kyle and John had did a very good job of adding depth to this team. I think we have the most depth, since I don't know. It's been a few years. Like, this is the most. This team right now, it has the most depth at every position that we had in a long time. Starting from the D line, linebackers, corners, safety. So it's going to be a lot of talent that's going to be let go when the 53-man roster is broken down. So I mean, it's a good situation for us. But yeah, man. But unfortunately, we can't keep everybody. So it's going to be some players that has good talent that can contribute on this team that's going to go to other teams.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be hard to keep certain talents like that way. Like when you look at the depth pieces, I mean, you can look at our defensive linemen. Like there's going to be some guys we may cut and they may go elsewhere and do pretty well. So it's like it's not going to be easy to keep everyone.
Right.
But I found out we just cut Robert Nietzsche. I thought he would have been a nice guy to make the roster.
Yeah. I was surprised about that. I mean, I heard he was somewhat productive. To me, I thought he could contribute to the team. He's a fiery guy. Always hyping his guys up. He make noise out there on that field. But I guess they felt like he wasn't that guy that they thought he would be. But they let him go. So, but I mean, it's nothing to worry about. I mean, look at, like I said, we got the most depth at D line that we had in a long time. So Kyle and John feel confident that they got the players that they want to come out week 1 and help this football team. So hope Genichi finds another place on another team, and we wish the best for him.
Yeah, he was like a interesting pickup. I thought he would have made a case for it, and then we just we cut Darkris Denard, and I thought he was already going to be stated as the starting nickel, but that's not the case. I'm guessing, like, I'm thinking that they're leaning towards Womack. You agree on this one or not?
Yeah, I agree. Because when you had looked at the unofficial depth chart, they had Darkris Denard, the starting corner. And you know, Denard was a good pickup for us last season. You know, and when he was out there, the defense didn't miss a beat. As a matter of fact, I think Funga said on I think was at a press conference or something like that that Denard, when Denard came here to learn the playbook, he learned it overnight. So he already knew the playbook in and out, you know, after one night. So to me, I thought that was a plus. But I mean, the way Walmack showed, man, I think Walmack showed everything that the Niners wanted to see, man. And, context when it's playing I mean, not context, but textbook when it comes to Womack playing corner. The guy can get in your face, jam you up at the line, stick with the receiver, and as you can see this past preseason, he created 2 turnovers. So that's what Kyle and John want. They want guys that's gonna, at the corner position, get in your face, stick with you, and when the ball's in the air, make plays on the ball and flip the field over. So Womack showed that. They felt like he's the better guy for the job than Denard. So they let Denard go.
Yeah, Womack's younger. He's got speed and he's like 5'9". He's got those long arms too, which is
Yeah.
pretty intriguing. So like it's kind of rare for that guy's size. I mean, he has the arm length of a Richard Sherman length, and then he's got that Quan Williams size. He's got the ability to play at the next level. I mean, when you watch Womack play, man, I was just impressed how he went the extra mile. Like the play looked like it could have been dead right there, but he went for that ball, and I'm like, damn, what a play.
Yeah, that's what you need, and that's what the 49ers look for in this type of scheme. They look for guys that either can be tall or have long arms. And as you can see, Richard Sherman here, he had the height. Travarius Ward that's now on the team, he has the height and the ability to play the corner position. He has long arms as well. So that's what Kyle and John like, for the secondary, guys who are tall and have long arms. So whenever you on that receiver, man, the ball is in the air and the quarterback puts it where it needs to be, at least we'll have the arm length to contest those catches and come up with incompletion. So that's what Kyle and John like for the cornerback position on this team.
Yeah, I feel like our depth is pretty deep this year. Like as far as like all the guys who make this roster, I feel confident with the guys who can step in. Like even though Abry Thomas has okay practices, but he looks good. He looks different when he plays on the field. And then you look at guys like Lenore, who definitely has something to prove, and then Dante Johnson is definitely on the outside looking in, maybe makes a case for the roster. Then you got this Tyree Castro Fields, who could make a strong case for the roster if he gets an opportunity.
Yeah. I think Dante Johnson. I don't think Dante Johnson will ever go anywhere but here. Like, the way we be releasing him and bringing him back, but whenever we bring him back and he goes out and play, he shows out, right? Because I mean, like he played safety one time last season, I believe, and it looked like the defense was the same. The defense was still producing. So Dante Johnson definitely not going anywhere. I think Diamador Lenore. I think last season, I think he only got burnt one time now in that Philly game. But other than that, I mean, he played all right football. Like, I think he's going to progress. Now, Ambry Thomas, on the other hand, I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, when he came in to fill in for the last few games of the season, even the playoffs, he did pretty well. I remember the Cowboy game, he was actually running routes for the receivers. Like, he knew what the receivers were going to do. And he was making plays. But now, as of right now, you looking at it at training camp, he's not doing very well. He's getting beat on 1-on-1s, 11-on-11s, he's getting cooked. So I mean, I don't know. Hopefully this is not a sophomore slump for him. But I mean, if so, it's gonna be a tough break for him. But hopefully, he'll get back to where he need to be.
Yeah, hopefully. I think he'll shake it off because to make a strong argument for him, like he is kind of shaking off those game rust a little bit from taking a year off from his draft, but that's no excuse. Yeah. He should be able to step up this year. So,
yeah.
Oh, here's a shout out to my boy Corey Davis. Are you going to any games this season, Sirskeezy?
I'm thinking about it, man. I'm trying to rearrange my schedule because my fiance is about to be start her nursing job. So. And I got kids too, so I'm trying to manage all that and see if I can go to these games. But I'll try, man. I'm gonna do my best.
It's all good, man. Like we all got priorities, I don't even know if I'm going to attend any games this year, so we'll see. Because I got a lot of stuff to deal with myself, and that's cool to know, Roberto. You're definitely going to a home opener, man. That's what's up.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man, dude. Like especially going to these little games. I go to the Levi games, and it's pretty fun. Good stuff out there. Like I was at that Falcons game, the Niners and Falcons game. the reaction was lit, man. But that Cardinals game, I just want to forget about that damn game. But I did
Oh
get to
yeah,
meet Brian Young. On the bright side, I met Brian Young for that short minute.
well, that was good. That's good, man. Appreciate it, man. That's what's up right there, man. I'm glad it happened to you.
Dude, like most people don't have the balls to just say his name. Usually they'll just be shy and say, I don't want to disturb him. You know, I just had the guts just to come up close to him. I was playing low key sneaky with him a little bit because I knew who he was. But
Mm-hmm.
at first, I was just going to just get some merchandise at the store, and then some buddy of mine just wanted to go a different route. I'm saying, why are we going this way? This is where the merch is at. And then the other guy, he told me, oh, it's Brian Young right there. And I'm like, okay. And I just kept sneaking. And then as soon as I got closer, I just said, hey, Brian Young. And
Yeah,
then he
yeah.
looks at me like, he's like, I don't know if you saw that video, but that video was hilarious.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, shout out to Brian Young, man. Just got into the Hall of Fame, so he was a great player for us, man.
Yeah,
And
consistent, well respected.
yeah, well respected, man. Great guy, good stand up guy, man. So I'm glad you was able to bump into him and get a pleasure to meet him.
Yeah, got a little picture with him also, so he was a good dude.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, very nice guy. Well deserving. Like he treated me just like anybody else, but he just wanted to just get to the Niner Hall of Fame at the time. So he was just trying to walk his way out of there.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man.
So how do you feel about the top 100 list, man? Do you feel like Jimmy Ward's a little too high or nah?
I didn't really watch it. What rank was he? Was he
96, bro. I don't know. I just feel like, he's a good football player, but dude, that's a little too overhyping, man. Like I get that he's a good football player, but you got to go by consistency in the way he plays. Like I get that when you make the top 100 list, you have to go by what they've been doing, right? But Ward's been a good leader. He's been on this team for a long time, but does he make a strong case for the top 100 for the talent wise? I don't know. Very good football player, but average at best, if I'm being realistic.
I mean, yeah. I mean, due to the fact, plus he's been injured. His first few seasons here. He's been making a strong case since the year before last. So I mean, he's been coming along now. I mean, sort of like a late bloomer, but I mean, as of right now, man, Jimmy Ward, man, he's balling out right now. He's getting better and better. And last season, he had those picks against the Rams, and he had a pick against the Rams in the NFC Championship game. So now he's a guy that really has a knack for the ball. Other than Tart, like unlike Tart, Jimmy Ward, he has a knack for football. He always around the football. So I mean, I'm guessing they're going off what he did the past 2 seasons. But I mean, hey, he's playing good ball, man. So I really don't. I think he deserves to be in there. I think he does. The past 2 years he's been playing stellar football, and they these votes come off the players. So yeah, I think he deserves it though. Despite what happened with him, the early years of his career with the Niners. So. But he's coming along great now, It's unfortunate that we ain't gonna have him week 1 because I really want him to play week 1, but get that hamstring healthy so we can have him for week 2.
For sure.
If you're not gonna play week 2, then probably against the Broncos. But we're gonna need him though, so he need to get all the rest he can get.
Yeah, we definitely do. Like, I'm not disagreeing with you on that. Like you said, the last couple of seasons he's kind of been ascending, but in the top 100 list, I kind of think he's a little bit overhyped. But to you, maybe he deserves to be a little higher for you. Maybe in the 80s for you, or maybe higher.
Yeah, somewhere around the late 80s, somewhere around there. I mean, like I said, he's playing great ball. So, yeah, I mean, he deserves to be in the top 100, man. Hopefully he can keep this going, man, because we're gonna need him this season, and if he's here next season, we're gonna need him next season because he's a great player. We need continuity on this team. So if they happen to keep Jimmy Ward for a few more years, I ain't gonna be mad at it because the guy's been balling out lately.
Yeah, he's kind of been the well-spoken leader, solid cover guy, not your typical ball hawker, but when he comes at the right moment, he might just make some plays here and there. So it's like, I guess for some ways we look at it that way, but when you look at this offense, man, like you look at the offense, like how do you feel about Danny Gray? Have you heard about this kid before or not so much?
Yeah, one of my Niner buddies, Niner Joe, he told me, he was pumping the Danny Gray, play out of SMU, and I seen his tape and I like what I saw. The dude has blazing speed, and when you play with Kyle Shanahan, you gotta have speed. So, You saw what he did this past preseason. Blew by a guy. Trey put it up there and it landed right in the bucket to Danny Gray, and he took off and scored a touchdown. So Danny Gray is going to be a great piece to have. He's going to be able to stretch that defense so Trey can work underneath, if need be, or we can just, lay it up top to Danny Gray, have him just burn somebody down the sideline. Trey Lance throw it up, touchdown 49ers, man. So yeah, man. I mean, Danny Gray is a great addition to have. Blazing speed, and like I said, man, playing for Kyle, you got to have that speed at the skill position. So yeah, I think he's going to be very helpful for us this season.
Yeah, coming from SMU, coming from a Dallas local kid, he must be really that good, man. He had to come a long ways, and the guy does do good after the catch too. So that's kind of intriguing for a guy that's a skinny wide receiver. He can break tackles.
Yeah, that's a plus.
And then what stands out about this draft is I know a lot of people weren't doing much of the due diligence with Spencer Burford, but man, this kid's standing out. He's impressed me. Like ever since I did my research during this offseason, dude, I had a chance to interview this guy and came away impressed. The attitude speaks for itself, and he's gotten better ever since he got the reps. So what do you feel about Spencer Burford? Have you heard a lot about him or not so much?
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really haven't done any homework on Spencer Burford. I know he went to UTSA. I think that's the name of the college he went to. But I mean, seeing him at training camp and hearing from what I'm, what beat writers are tweeting out about what he's doing in training camp is amazing, man. And offensive line is our little concern spot right now. But I mean, hearing that Spencer Burford is doing well, in training camp, and like I said, we watched the game this Sunday. There's a few clips out there on Twitter of him, doing this thing out there on the field during this preseason, and he looked good, man. He was creating holes for running backs, putting defensive linemen on their butt too. So I mean that's a relief right there. That shows that we got a spot right there that we can trust. And that's Buford on that right side, playing right guard next to Mike McGlinchey. So, I think Kyle and John hit on this guy. And from what I've seen, they've been right on him because he's out there balling.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I guess NorCal Bill knows who you are. Dollar Bill Will.
Yeah. What's up, bro?
What's up with it, man? But yeah, dude, I like how I feel about this kid. Like, even some person were talking about this one play where he kind of got beat, but in some ways, you look at the way he finished the play. Like, even though he got a little bull rush, but at this point, he pushed him away like it was nothing. Yeah. And then Trey, whatever the time on the pocket was, dude, the D line was maybe a little bit close to the quarterback, but not that close to where Burford just shoved him to the ground.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's all about finishing, man, and the look of it. He's a guy that played nasty to me. So, playing for Kyle, being in Kyle Shanahan's office, playing offensive line, man, you got to be nasty, man. You got to be a dog. You got to create that pocket for your quarterback. So, Spencer Burford has showed us that he played nasty, man. He finished the play, and he finished the play rough. He putting guys on the ground, and that's what we need, man. He creating holes for the offense. I mean, for the running backs to hit that hole. So I'm liking what I'm seeing from him, and we just hoping that he stays on his thing, man, and progresses because, like I said, our offensive line is a concern point right now. Out of all the positions on the field. So, so far so good for him. So if we can get that center position fixed up. Aaron Banks doing good on the left guard position. So we got the Williams, you got Aaron Banks, you got Spencer Burford, and then Mike McGlinchey, man. So it's really the center position that I'm worried about. So, but Kyle and John believe that they got the right guy in there. Brunskill is out with an injury, so it's gonna be Brundle right now. To me, I think Brundle played very well in the preseason last year. But the question is still out on him. Some Niner fans don't really think he's that guy. But I mean, to me, I think he's played pretty well in the preseason last year. So we'll see how it turns out. He's been taking a lot of reps with Trey earlier part of the OTAs and training camp. So hopefully he'll turn out good. So I'm confident about it. But yeah, man, Burford's a dog, man. I think he's gonna lock that right guard position up, and he's gonna be ready to roll week one.
Yeah, Burford is definitely a dog, and dude, I had to do a lot of research on all these offensive linemen, and everybody was talking about Cole Strange during the draft, which ended up being the Patriots' first round pick. And I
Mm-hmm.
guess Niner fans were talking about, oh, we should get this kid in the third round. And then I'm trying to like look deep into other offensive linemen besides Marquise Hayes and those other guys. I had to look at a couple of these films from the Senior Bowl, and I saw what Spencer Burford was. I checked out more films, and I saw Arthur Moats from the Steelers mention something about him. And then I went deeper, and then I tagged him on Twitter. And then ever since then, he's followed me, and kind of he was nice enough to let me interview him for like 27 minutes of his time.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. You doing big things over here.
For sure, man. I know you guys had Jason Poe on your guys' show, right?
Yeah, Jason Poe. Yeah, man. Jason Poe is a guy that's been doing well at training camp too. So we need to keep our eyes out on him. I think he's
Play
gonna
him
make
at
it.
center, man. I think he's got what it takes to play center too.
Yeah, yeah, I think he too. A guy to be that size, to be that height and that size, man. Hey, that dude can, hey, maybe Colin John can think later on down the road. Hey, lose some pounds. Maybe you can play fullback when Juice is gone. You never know. So I mean, because we seen that clip of him during the draft of him running routes and stuff, and he looked pretty quick, man. Good with his hands catching the football and stuff. So, but Poe is a guy that I think is going to make this team. And we're going to see if he's going to make an impact on his football team when the regular season starts. But yeah, we all need to keep our eyes on Jason Poe because he's doing well right now in camp.
Yeah, he's definitely is. Like he did pretty solid as a backup guard, so he did pretty good. But I've seen him played some center and actually played a little bit of fullback too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I really don't. To be honest with you, CG, I really don't be watching a lot of old linemen. I'm more of a skill guy. I'll be watching safeties, corners, receivers, tight ends, running backs, fullbacks. But yeah, my guys at Real Talk Niner Talk did some in depth film on them, and they love him more there as well as I do, and I think like I said I think he's gonna make the team, and I think he's gonna do pretty well.
I think he'll make the team based by versatility and the fact he could play center and even do guard. So that's a huge
Yeah,
plus. Yeah, it's going to
yeah,
be really interesting how we see this, how this goes.
I'm interested too, man.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to how this goes. I mean, as far as like our depth chart, man, dude, we got some pretty good defensive linemen out there. Like I feel like we definitely have some solid depths. There's just going to be a tough cut day, man. Like especially Komodo Ture, Jordan Willis. I mean, dude, I can go on with a lot of the list. I mean, you got Ebicom, who could definitely emerge. Drake Jackson's going to make the team despite what happens, but
Right.
he's definitely great. And then you got Kerry Hyder, who's familiar. So it's like this is a pretty deep. I think this defensive line is very deep since 2019.
Yeah,
Agree or disagree?
I agree. I definitely agree. Uh, I mean, you got the starters like Kinlaw, Armstead, Ekubam, and Bosa. You got Drake Jackson. I think Kamoko Toure is going to make the team. Um, you got Chris Givens. You got the guy we got from Philly from free agency, Hassan Ridgeway.
Ridgeway.
I
Yeah.
think they got him for a reason, so I don't think he's going anywhere. But yeah, I mean it's a lot of depth that we have at defensive line, and there's gonna be some cuts being made. Hopefully, there's not any surprise cuts. Kerry Hyder, I think Kerry Hyder might get released. I think he might not make it. I mean, don't get me wrong. When he played for us last, was it the year before last? I believe the year before last, right? Because he was with
Yeah,
Seattle
like 2020.
last. Yes, he came. He was making plays for us. Like he was in that backfield a whole lot. So I mean, this year I don't know. But I mean, I can see him being released. Other than that, man, I really don't know at this point. We'll just have to see where the dominoes fall. But I do think Kamoko Toure is making the team. Ridgeway isn't going anywhere. Mo Hurst. I think Mo Hurst is going to be gone too. The man just can't stay healthy. Um, and who else? Jordan Willis. I don't I 50-50 on Jordan Willis. He may make the team. I don't know. They may keep him for special team reasons because he did make that play in the Green Bay game, in the NFC Championship. I mean NFC divisional game in the snow. So but yeah, man, I really don't know who's gonna be. I don't know what guy's gonna be released or cut from the team, but we definitely gonna find out.
Yeah, Jordan Willis, what gives him a chance to make the team is based by special teams. Like, I
Yeah.
think that's what gives him a chance because the other guys, you can say Kamala Turry may have a chance also based by his talent too. So
Mhm.
it's pretty intriguing. But the running back group is pretty damn deep. So let's speak of running backs. Like, dude, it's pretty stacked. You got Elijah Mitchell. You got what is it? Jeff Wilson, Trey Sermon. You got
PDP.
Ty Davis Price. You got Jermichael Hasty and Jordan Mason. It's a pretty deep group. It doesn't matter who we got at running back. They're just going to make the most out of it.
Yeah, yeah, that's an interesting group right there. I know for sure Elijah Mitchell is going to be the starting back. Trey Sermon is going to be falling in line at number two. There's rumblings about Trey Sermon not making the team. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. I think Kyle Shanahan got Trey Sermon for Trey Lance, so I don't think he's going anywhere. Jeff Wilson, 50-50, maybe he may be released. I'm not sure. I heard he's killing it at camp. I know Jeff Wilson is a guy that Kyle Shanahan can trust out there on that field. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be Hasty that might not make it. I think he's gonna get cut. Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason been playing. He been playing pretty good this training camp. We've heard nothing but good things about Jordan Mason. So I think Jordan Mason is gonna make the team too. So I'm thinking it's gonna be Hasty might be the odd man out. Now they may let go of two. So I'm just gonna say if it's two, I'm probably gonna say Jeff Wilson and Hasty, and I just think it's gonna be Mitchell, Sermon, TDP, and Jordan Mason.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty interesting. But if I had to go by projection of who makes the team, easily it's Elijah Mitchell. He's going to get more of the carries too. Then you got Jeff Wilson, who they trust the most.
Yeah,
But it wouldn't surprise me if they do move on because they want young, fresh legged running backs. So it can be Trey Sermon, Ty Davis Price, and then you got definitely Jordan Mason maybe in the mix. And I think, like you said, it could be those two old players out because let's be fair. Jeff Wilson, when healthy, he's a solid explosive back, but we can't keep everybody. But maybe Shanahan does like him to a certain extent to where maybe he makes room to keep him. So maybe that's the case.
yeah, it could be. It could be the case. Uh, Probably practice squad or something. I don't know, but I mean, to me this season, Kyle Shanahan is letting everybody know that we're not only doing an outside zone run scheme, we're about to do an inside zone run scheme too. So that's something that all our opponents this year better get prepared for because I really don't think they're going to be able to stop it. But yeah, man, I think Kyle wants some guys that can be fast and that can bruise people. And I think Elijah Mitchell is a guy that's fast. He also can bruise you too. He always get extra yards after contact. And you got Sermon who can do that as well, and especially TDP. TDP would just flat out run you over. So I think Kyle want to bulk it up. This season with the running backs position. So I mean, like I said, man, it could be Wilson. I mean, Wilson is a dog too. Don't get me wrong, but like you said, I think Kyle wants fresh legs, man, some young legs. So I think it's going to be Wilson and Hasty not making it, but we'll see.
I think people are kind of like underestimating Trey Sermon. I don't really look at preseason that way, man. I look at him like he'll still produce. Like, don't be fooled by the stats. I mean, I got a good feeling they're going to use him more like in that Jeff Wilson role where he'll catch the ball at the backfield. I mean, we got Ty Davis Price for insurance policy in case injuries do happen, but don't sleep on Trey Sermon. Don't say he's going to be cut, bro, because I'm going to disagree with you, Brian Cope. You definitely are getting there, but I get it. It's cool. Oh, what's up? We got this Rams fan coming in the building.
What up? What up?
Oh, here's a funny part, man. I guess Brian Cope asked a really simple question, but I don't think that's like one of your dads on the host show. You guys just say it as like a Niner dad or something.
One of the no, none of the guys,
No, they're not.
They're not my daddy. No, I'm not related to none of them.
No, the way you said it kind of made it seem like the way he kind of got confused by it. Like he says, "What? You're, you're like one of the sons of the show."
Nah.
But what really got you convinced to go on the show? Did you like ask them to go on the show, or they try to recruit you before? Because I remember
Um,
they did it by themselves. I remember they had like pretty much like I think four people in the beginning, but then you started coming around slowly.
yeah, yeah. I stumbled upon them on YouTube, and I liked it. You know, there was a group of guys that was talking. You know, it kind of fit my environment. You know, when it comes to like this, that it's like that barber shop laid back type talk. You know what I'm saying? Because me being from the South, that's all I'm used to when talking about sports. Like I'm originally from Mississippi, so like if I go to barbershops or anything like that, we mainly talk about sports, and that's the kind of feeling I got from them. So it's something it was a group of guys that I can relate to when it comes to talking Fortnite or football. So I was commenting a lot on there, just spitting facts to them because they always spitting facts on the show. Shout out to Real Talk Nine Talk. They always doing great things over there. We always doing great things over there. So I just I asked one of the hosts to to join the group because I like the way I like the way they give out the information, like their content. So they brought me on, and ever since I've been on, man, it's been nothing but love, positivity, man, and I love getting on with them, talking down the football, man. They're a great group of guys.
Yeah, you find your niche and you find what fits you, and it's the same way with me when I go to the NFC West Network. I find my own niche, even though they're like different fan base, but at least I find the way I fit with the personality. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a great dancer, but he's going to be making some good plays off the backfield. I'll tell you that, bro. Like I look at him like he's a good receiver back, so you might want to look more into him. But yeah. But speaking of it, man, it's a good content. Some you got some of those guys that get a little hard. Like get to the hard questions and all that other stuff. But like nothing against them. They're good people.
Oh
I
yeah,
hope for the
yeah.
best. I hope for the best for them. But it's just not my cup of tea. But I definitely respect what they do.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, man. Everybody, everybody got
Sometimes
their.
I watch it, but it's just sometimes I'll watch every now and then, but I don't just go in like everybody else. But I do like some of their takes, especially Donald, good dude.
Yeah, 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 man. I mean, look, everybody's not going to tune into our show, man. But those that do, man, we salute to y'all, man. We come with hot content every time, man. We always keep it real. We always tell the truth, man, whether you like it or not. But yeah, man, great group of guys that I be on with, every week, man, and solid group of guys, man, and just love being on there with them, man. It's fun.
Yeah, I like how they speak how they want to speak and they give you facts whether you like it or not, but you got to respect what they do. So that's where every now and then, if something pops up, man, I might just lurk every now and then. But I think when I check out what's going on, bro, I see you making some good takes and the rest of you guys do. It's like you guys do your thing, man. That's all that
Yeah,
matters.
appreciate it, man. Thanks.
Yeah, it's not for everybody, but I like that little juice sometimes that you guys bring on the table. I ain't gonna lie. You guys bring in
No,
some good juice.
yeah, it's one of a kind, man. It's one of a kind.
Definitely one of a kind. And then yeah, dude. So we're gonna get the Vikings coming up either by tomorrow. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be interesting. Like for the joint practice or whatever.
Oh yeah, man. I think the Vikings are still a good team to me. I think it's a great team for Trey to practice against. Because Vikings are known as one of the best defenses in the league. Because of Mike Zimmer. So it's a good team to Trey to perfect his craft against. But yeah, man, the Vikings and Niners joint practice is gonna be fun, man. It might be a fight or two out there. You know how it goes. There's always a fight at these joint practices, but it's just guys getting ready, getting antsy, ready for week one to start. But yeah, man, it should be fun, man. Hopefully get some good reports. Hopefully we won't get any bad reports. Like knock on wood, no injuries. We don't want any injuries. So, you know how that goes. The injury demon is always hunting his team. So hope those guys take care of themselves out there. Kyle get them, let Kyle get them guys right. Practice well against the Vikings and get ready to play them in that next preseason game. Trey Lance won't be playing, so but hopefully, Trey Lance will go out there, man, and make some plays against them because they do have a good defense, and that's a good position for Trey to be in is to go against a good defense like that, to get them ready.
For sure. Oh, speaking of August 31, this is probably the final day we'll ever see Jimmy Garoppolo. So what would you say before the end of this deadline? Are you gonna make a video about it, or are you and nothing? Real Talk, Not Talk, gonna do a little champagne or nah?
Man, I may do it. I may do a video. I might buy 2 champagne bottles and do a video of myself shaking it up, and I'm just gonna I'm just gonna pour it all over me, man. You know, because that's gonna be a great day, man. It was a great day when Kyle said that this was Trey's team. So that was the first part of it. The second part of it is going to be having Jimmy Garoppolo off this team, and that's when the cherries on the top is going to be put on, and it's going to be a celebration. Some of the Jimmy fans going to be upset, but it is what it is, man. It's life. Move on. Just stand behind your next quarterback, and that's Trey, man. So when Jimmy leaves, man, I'm gonna be excited because this guy. I mean, I appreciate Jimmy for what he brought to the organization when he first got here. I understand that he did change. He did change the culture of the 49ers organization when it comes to winning. So, but yeah, man. I mean, it's just time to move on, man. When you have a quarterback that's not healthy, always in and out of the lineup, and can't come through in big games, in the playoffs, may I add, it's just it's time to move on, man. So Kyle, how Kyle is, man. Kyle sees if something ain't right, he gonna make a transition. So he did what he did. But once Jimmy leaves, man, I'm gonna be excited, man, because I'm tired of 10-on-11 football. I'm tired of mediocrity. I'm tired of a guy that's out there and the game is on the line, and he just had those deficiencies to where you just can't get over the hump. So that's just something I don't need in my life, and that should be something no Niner fan should need in their life. Like, it's time to move on. It's time to get a guy. It's time to play a guy that's mobile. That can read defenses, that has a big arm, that can, make smart decisions with the football. That's something that we need. We need an extra, add a little extra spice to this offense. And with Kyle Shanahan at the helm with this kid, I think this offense is going to take it to a whole nother level, and that's what I'm excited to see. So yeah, man. Once Jimmy gone, I'm gonna be excited, man. I mean, I'm over him. It's time to move on. So move on, Trey.
For sure, man. But hey, if anybody else hasn't subscribed to Real Talk Niner Talk, you guys are gonna like their entertainment, their little energy, man. Sometimes it may rub me, but sometimes I love that juice, man. That's the best feeling, bro. You get those realistic fans,
Yeah.
and I bet you if I tune in for one of your guys' streams, man, I bet you guys are gonna throw a bunch of champagnes. All right, all right, all right. Let's throw a champagne on that Jimmy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
like Donald does.
Yeah, man. We're gonna be ready. We're gonna be turned up, man. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, dude. Like, seriously, man. It's all love with the community, bro. We all got our directions, but dude, you're doing your thing, bro. That's all that matters. Like, if you do your thing and you find your niche, bro, you're just gonna be pretty good, bro. That's why I got a lot of respect for a lot of you guys, because you guys put the work in, especially with you and Rombo. Those debates were legendary, man. Those
Oh
are
man,
legendary.
Rumble, man, that character, man, that guy, man, that man needs some help, bro. Like, Rumble Sports, I mean, the guy. I mean, I get it. I mean, you got some fans out there that love Jimmy. I understand that. I mean, I really do. I mean, Jimmy have done some good things for this team, but Rombo just takes it to an extreme. You know what I mean? Like, Rombo goes on this show and say that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be a top 5 quarterback by week 6. I mean, that's a lie. Rombo says that the reason why Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't successful in this offense because he didn't have guys that could go deep, which that was a lie. So I mean, it's just Rombo is one delusional person. I mean, I just I mean, I don't know, man. Like the guy had a Jimmy Garoppolo fat head next to Joe Montana. Like, are you serious? Like, come on, bro. Like, you could have put a Jerry Rice, what I'm saying, like a Roger Craig or a Tom Rathman or John Taylor or Ricky Waters, Deion Sanders, Amar, who else? Brian Young, but
Brian Young, and
you
then you
put
definitely had T.O. T.O. was
yeah,
deserving.
exactly. Yeah, T.O., man. But you get a Jimmy Garoppolo a fat head and put it next to Joe Montana, and like that's just blasphemous, man. That's just like that's a disgrace. So, Rombo, man. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna speak much on it. I don't go on that show no more because I want to talk to people who know football, and Rombo is a guy that doesn't know football. He just don't. So I understand people like his show. They go on his show every day, every week, and talk football with him. But those takes that he puts out there, and it's just it's casual stuff, So I'm moved on from that.
Yeah, I respect it, man. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. If it's not your fit, you
Yeah,
don't you don't go with it, bro. But you
yeah,
guys have something good. You guys keeping it real, and you guys make sure it's nothing but delusional false facts. There's a lot going on over there, but especially a lot of that, man. I don't really go on his show like everybody else, but when I ever get a chance to, he kind of flips the script a lot. Like
yeah.
he's already knowing that it's time to move on from Jimmy, so he comes up with another. I don't know, like Rambo. At least he stays consistent on what he says. Some fans just flip flop a lot.
Well, I mean, he did that too, though. Like it was times where he was ready to get rid of Jimmy one time. I think it was back in 2020, the Seattle game in Seattle when Jimmy Garoppolo did horrible, and he got on the show and said that he was all for getting rid of Jimmy, and then turn around when Jimmy has a good game the next game, then he's back on the train. Like he flip flops. Like if you love Jimmy, stick to that narrative. Whether he does good and bad, you stick to your agenda, but don't flip flop like that. And he did that one time. So that's why I say Rambo is just a casual man. He just don't know. He don't know 49 football. But I mean, I respect his platform. It's good what he got going on over there. I mean, but all that casual talk, all that casual take, saying off the wall stuff, saying stuff that just doesn't make any sense, and just going to bat for a quarterback that cannot be consistent week in and week out, and who was always in and out of the lineup, and who was always not coming through in big games, and you just steady just continue to take up for him, man. It's just casual stuff, and that's just something that no one should have time for. But if you like going over there and listening to his stuff, that's on you, man. I mean, salute to you.
Yeah, for sure, man. Everybody has their own takes on what they like and don't like, and sometimes, But in some ways, I'm still on that same lane, and I haven't changed my tune. I still think Jimmy Ward is average, and I'm still sticking with it. And I'm not flip flopping. I'll give him his credit. And
Yeah.
I know some of the guys from Real Talk, Niner Talk, like Donald. He's been on my case about trashing Jimmy Ward. But have,
Oh
have
yeah.
I changed my tune? Nah.
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, look, man. I mean, at the end of the day, man, if you feel a certain way about a player, man, hey, man, that's you. I mean, we can't. I mean, everybody's
We give
entitled.
credit.
Yeah. Everybody's entitled to your own opinion, man. An opinion is something that no one can take from you. Like if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I can't make you change your mind, So I mean, it is what it is, man. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, man. So I mean, hey, man. I mean, I respect. I mean, I respect you. I mean, if you feel like Jim, Jimmy Ward isn't that player that you think that he is. I mean, that's your opinion, man. But everybody's entitled to their own. So but
That's
still
fact.
respect. Still respect at the end of the day, though.
Yeah. If I'm wrong about somebody, I'll give credit where it's due, but I'm still objective of my opinion. So it's like,
Yeah.
see, that's the thing. But I'm still gonna stay with my lane. Do at least I'm not a flip flopper. If I've seen like enough, but yeah, like you said, the last 2 years he's ascended. Like he's becoming durable at times. He's reliable, but is he the kind of player I look at him as an average player? Like, hey, he can be the guy that steps in and makes key plays. I'll give him that.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I
But
mean, yeah. I mean, to me, I think Jimmy Ward is a good player, man. I mean, back in 2019, man, the man shut down Cooper Cup. So one of the best wide receivers, in the league right now, especially in the NFC West. So, yeah, man. I mean, he's a great player, man. But everybody doesn't think that, But that's cool. I mean, that's respect at the end of the day.
that's the best part. We can all agree to disagree. But hey, I definitely appreciate you going on the show, man. But tell everybody where they can find you on social media platform and tell them where they can find you on your other platform.
Oh man, you can find me on Real Talk, Nana Talk, man. We come on every Wednesday, man, 8 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Central time, and 4 p.m. Pacific time, man. Every Wednesday, man. Hosted by Don, me, Sirskeezy, Juju the Great, Dave Doge, and Silverado Kev, man. Y'all catch us every Wednesday at those times, man. And you can also catch me on Twitter. It is King Sirskeezy at Sirskeezy at Sirskeezy SIRSKEEZY __. I think you hit underscore twice. You'll find me, man. But yeah, I'm also in Twitter Spaces, man. So if you see anybody that you follow that does 49 Spaces, man, I'll be in there too, man. If you see me, man, just go on my profile, hit the follow button, I'll follow back.
Yeah, for sure, man. Maybe down the road we'll definitely need to catch up again and do some chit chat, man. It's been nothing but great football talk, man, and I'll definitely check out what you guys got going on, man. It's just sometimes I just watch everybody else, and it's hard to keep track. But I've seen you guys been popping a little bit, so it's been a good thing for y'all.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, absolutely, man. Hey, I mean, everybody looks at everybody 49ers content. I mean, it's a lot of great 49ers content out there. You got Jason Naylor with Last Second Sports. You got Jason Aponte with Sprint Right Option podcast, man. Nothing but Niners. Us Real Talk, Niner Talk, your show, CG Ruthless, man. It's a whole lot of great 49ers content out there, man. So yeah, everybody's gonna look at everybody's. Everybody not gonna see everybody's show all the time because we all want to look at other platforms, see what they got going on over there. But at the end of the day, it's all about supporting each other, showing love to each other's platform when it comes to 49ers football because we all the faithful, man. Got to be faithful to one another and got to be faithful to these players, man, because they're the one out here repping our fan base, man. So it is what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure, man. And huge shout out to my boy, 49ers Ultimate Report. He has his own thing called Gridiron Podcast or 49ers All Day Podcast. He does a pretty good channel for his Niners content. So really good dude. You definitely might need to check him out.
Yeah, I think I subscribed to him already. 49ers
Ultimate
Report. John Jay, right?
Yeah.
I already subscribed to his page a long time ago, man. The guy put out great content, man. Salute to him as well.
Yeah, you guys should definitely collaborate pretty soon. But yeah, nothing but Niners. I got a lot of respect for them because especially Mike, he got me on his show. He's been on my show. I feel like me and him have a good chemistry right there, man. We just have some good personality, but he's a good dude, really laid back dude.
Yeah, he is, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up. But as always, CG Ruthless and Sirskeezy is out, and I'll catch you guys later, bro. Peace.
Go Niners.
Go Niners.